to as well.
Put it on your list. All right, thanks, Michael. One story trending online today has caught the attention of parents and coaches. It's about new soccer guidelines which ban young players from using their heads to hit the ball. Now, of course, this is in an effort to reduce the number of concussions for young children playing soccer. And News Channel 5's Alyssa Hyman joins us now from Boca Raton with how people are responding to these changes. Alyssa?
Kelly, well, this is really generating some mixed emotions from soccer families everywhere, and it really only applies to younger soccer families, either reducing or eliminating the number of headers they can do in a game.
Yeah. It happens, and they should know how to do it.
PJ McKennion has two grandchildren, 11 and 9 years old, both very into soccer.
Both of them have been all-star players, so.
And both young players will be impacted by new rules coming down from the U.S. Soccer Federation.
I think it's a good idea that the younger kids before 10 are not heading the ball.
McKennion agrees with the first part. The kids 10 and under should not be allowed to head the ball, but not the second part.
It's a very important part of playing soccer.
That kids 11 to 13 can only head the ball during a game, but not at practice.
It shouldn't just be during games. It has to be also in practice, so the coaches direct them in the correct way to be heading the ball. Otherwise, we could have injuries.
The changes in effort to reduce the number of concussions in youth soccer.
And they'll be complaining of a headache and dizziness.
Dr. Manny Brito, the medical director of the Palm Beach Children's Concussion Center, says he supports the new guidelines.
At the younger ages, we just don't know.
He says there simply isn't enough research about young kids and heading the ball to say if it's good or bad.
We don't know if they're good at reporting symptoms. We don't know if they're getting symptoms.
And says until there are definitive answers, erring on the side of caution is a good decision. Now, Brito says there is some research for high school students in soccer, and that 75% of the time when there was head injuries, it was not from heading the ball, it was actually from player-to-player contact in the game. But again, that research is only for high school students and soccer. Now, these new guidelines come right after a class action lawsuit, but the U.S. Soccer Federation says they were planning on these guidelines well before that. Reporting live in Boca, Alyssa Hyman, WPTV News Channel 5.
We've also posted this story on the WPTV Facebook page asking you what you think about the ban. Here's the story here that you can go ahead and read. And we've already had a bunch of shares. A lot of people are starting to comment, including Liz, who essentially wrote, you know, let kids be kids. There was another man, Jeremy, who was posting on our site. He said he played soccer since he was 5 years old and says it's just another example of people trying to turn athletes into babies. So if you'd like to weigh in on that conversation and voice your opinion, head over to the WPTV Facebook page. Michael?
Kelly.